out to Libertyville. John's got a question for Aimee. How are you, John?
Good. Yourself?
Well, outstanding, buddy. The river's green. People are kayaking, and it's downtown is booming with a lot of activity. So it's beautiful out there, and we're enjoying ourselves. How can we help you?
Well, I've got an aunt who's got a house out here, and she's got a stoop with a step or two, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's about 20 inches high, and it's just straight down the sidewalk. And I was wondering the approximate cost of a ramp for that.
Hi, John, first of all. So a ramp, it depends on what kind of ramp you're going to go with, but the easiest way to go is with an aluminum ramp. It's something that sits in place. Yeah. You can remove it, and it was like it was never there. They're really great. So for every inch of rise, so from the ground up to the door threshold, you need a foot of ramp for ADA compliance. If you go less than that, it will be too steep and you can't use it. So in this case, you're talking about 20 inches. It would require about 20 feet of ramp, okay? And plus maybe a platform at the top. You like to put a platform at a door so that you're not on an incline when you're entering and exiting the home. Average cost for something like this is between, I would say, $4,500 and $7,000, just depending on the configuration, how many platforms flat platforms you need, if you need any turning platforms or things like that. Okay, and that's installed. So it would be something that we would have to come out and take a look at. Obviously, we would come out for free, take a look, get you a quote. Nowadays, we can get you a quote pretty much right on the spot and a drawing. So if you wanted us to come out, let us know, and I can give you a better idea of what that is. Okay. But that's about what you're looking at.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very
John,
welcome.
hang on for your Mr. Floyd cleaning product of your choice, buddy. 312. Is that standard? 312-981-7200, 20-inch stoop. Is that your standard size stoop, or are they just...
No, it's all over the place. What you have to take into account is not the size of the stoop. It's the height from the ground to the door threshold. That's the measurement that will determine how much ramp you need. For every inch, you need a foot of ramp. Okay. So
what about the width of the stoop?
So, it depends on what the obstructions are on either side of it, but 9 times out of 10, we're putting a platform at the door because there's usually a step out of the house down onto the stoop. So we're usually putting a platform over the stoop, and those platforms, to be ADA compliant, are 5x5, and we could go down to a 4x4. Okay, but that's about what you're looking at. So the size of the stoop doesn't really matter because we're covering it.